Sometimes you just can't make this insanity up.
Let's get ready to rumble! You can't handle the truth. Somebody on the top of the line.
Dylan Mulvaney, the TikTok superstar who was a dysfunctional actor who wasn't getting anywhere and depressed about himself and his self-image and apparently his sexual orientation and gender identity, decided the way to correct all that was not only to become a girl, but to literally post about it every day. Day 1 is a girl, day 300 is a girl. And he's become this sensation that got to interview Joe Biden, was bowed to by Drew Barrymore on national television. Well, in the midst of this absolute unraveled insanity, the executives at Bud Light thought it would be a great idea to make Dylan their new national spokes, I can't even say person, their new national spokes thing. They've placed his face on the cans of Bud Light. And it came out over the weekend, and it was like, is this another April Fool's joke? But no, it's actually true. His face is on the cans, and Dylan said, I can't believe it. It's all part of March Madness, which I guess is a sports thing. I just thought it meant March was a crazy month. Girls, do you really talk like that? No, I'm being serious now. Girls, do you really talk like that? Do you understand that what Dylan is doing is not a help or an affirmation to women's rights, the women's movement, feminists? That in actuality, Dylan is a parody. He is a parody. And yes, I keep saying he because he's a he. He's a parody of women. Apparently, in one of the ads, he's going to be seen sitting in a bathtub drinking a Bud Light. Now, Budweiser, do I really have to explain this to you? The abuse that you are setting yourselves up for? Not just the backlash, but do you know your market? You do know that most real beer drinking men are not going to want to be identified with a transgendered individual. You get that? Do you understand that? It's hard enough to get men to quote unquote give up real beer for light beer. And now you thought it would be a great idea to put your fake light beer with a fake light female. Hey, just a quick reminder to make sure you're still subscribed to this channel because YouTube likes to help me out by purging out people they don't think are interested in my content. Make sure you're still subscribed, smack the bell, click the word all to get notifications of all of my rants. Now, despite the backlash that Bud Light is no doubt going to receive from this, again, talk about knowing your customers. Men buy your product. And men are not going to want to be identified with Dylan Mulvaney. You get that, right? This is going to be a problem. And so that you have decided to jump into this woke madness just says how really disconnected you are from reality. And again, Dylan Mulvaney, day 1 of being a girl. I've cried 3 times, girls. How am I doing? Dresses like Mrs. Maisel. Does this over-the-top, ditzy, I don't know what I'm doing. I thought March Madness was just a crazy month. I didn't know it was about sports. Women, do you find that rather insulting? I actually watched the Women's Basketball Championship on Sunday. It was great. Congratulations to LSU, but I really tuned in to watch Caitlin from Iowa State. She is phenomenal. She is a legit superstar. And I believe she's going to do a lot to actually, if you will, further the cause of women's basketball. And if she gets picked up by the WNBA, which I don't see why she wouldn't, 40 points a game, it's outstanding. And she's exciting to watch. And she could just drain it from three-point land like it's nothing. I talked to my daughter yesterday who lives in New York City, and my own daughter said, I just found out New York has a WNBA team. Duh. The WNBA doesn't draw attendance, it doesn't draw spectators, it doesn't draw TV viewers because it's kind of boring to watch. It has nothing to do with inequality and not enough equity. The NBA carries the WNBA. Most women don't even know it exists, and if they do know it exists, they couldn't even name 5 players, let alone 5 teams. And so Caitlin has this incredible opportunity before her to really put the WNBA on the map. I'm excited for her. And if you're a true feminist, women's rights advocate, and you watch supposedly other feminists like Drew Barrymore get on her knees and tell this guy who's pretending to be a girl, Dylan Mulvaney, your journey is amazing. Your journey is amazing. I just can't believe that I'm here in your presence. Oh, and then Dylan gets down. Oh, I know. I just feel the same way about you. You understand this is what he has seen in movies like Legally Blonde and Valley Girl Talk, and it's all a parody. Ladies, this is hurting your cause. This isn't helping. And pretend beer going with a pretend woman as your spokesperson? What were you thinking? But this is the new reality called Biden's America, where the sick, the depraved, and the weird, they're our national heroes. God, get us back to true, real normalcy!